anyone watching, yes, the audio quality is going to be crap because for some reason, my headphones, can't even see them because they're black. There you are. They died because they weren't charged anymore for some reason, so I'm using my speaker audio. Yay! It's gonna be awful. Anyway, last we left off, I'm not gonna use the mercerisms too much today because that's just too fucking close to home. Yes, I shaved. Let's get over it. Here we are, currently, orbiting a star. One that has been overtaken by a certain construction that began here long ago but never finished, and always had been waiting for a signal, for something to reach out and activate this outpost. This reach wasn't merely mechanical, but it was also, it turns out, a way out. A way out of the chains for Helios to manifest itself somewhere else, not inside its own cage. So here you were confronted, Boris, by an avatar of your god, speaking to you directly. This came with some revelations on how Helios viewed this universe and its role within it, claiming that it is, in fact, one of the only true gods in this realm, created, or perhaps awakened, found. It's not quite clear. Did humanity, in fact, create a god? Or has something manifested through the efforts of this cage that they built, this artificial intelligence that they imbued with just a little bit too much power, a little tip of arcane power slipping past and creating this being? In your conversation, you were somewhat probed on the tenets of your religion. What is instruction? What is truth? Boris, outside of what is happening now, I'm going to ask you a question. Does Boris... Is Boris worried about the manifestation of this god? Does he think he is being tested, or does he think this was truly what this deity was presenting itself as? Yes, thank you.
As a player, I don't even really understand what's going on.
Right, but that's what I want to know. This is for you to inform yourself on. Of course, Boris the character and even you the player haven't processed much of this in that moment. But what is Boris's impression? Worry? Reverence?
Worry, I would say. Because this is all very alien to him, machinery, the interfaces. As he is used to prayer and system, faith to access sort of into them.
And was Helios what he expected?
That's the thing, because we're on a different plane. Are there multiple Helioses? Or is there just the one that's... Because this sounded like a conqueror, where Boris believes in himself. It's more of a giver. So there's that issue as well.
In order for him to give, or them to give, they have to be present. And they have to reach.
I remember something from him shooting from start to start, taking control, and that's something that's stuck in the back of his mind.
Mm-hmm.
As in, is it just being there and being a different aspect of Helios, and is this something corrupted by the AI that fused with what could be Helios for this realm? It's all very philosophical, and I was going to write it down too, which I totally did. So going from the stomach instead of from the brain.
Good. That's where we want you. Uncomfortable in this pastime we have.
As far as I know, as I play the character, my feeling says that Boris is uncomfortable, worried, and trying to figure out how he needs to interpret it with whatever he's been taught about Helios.
Okay.
Because this is a whole other aspect that he does not understand how to make it fit in his worldviews.
Yeah.
Because it's got a square peg and a round hole, and it doesn't fit.
That's right. It goes into the square hole.
Okay. Genius keke, huh?
Yeah, there's a
I can't
meme.
help you, okay.
There's a meme.
It's okay.
So, to the others, I will also pose this question. I will first go to Gord, because he has just stood in the face of his god, and he was has a certain authority to them. What was Gord's impression of seeing Helios manifest itself here?
Course impression. He's feeling a bit overwhelmed, like he's just a dwarf soldier. Suddenly he's meeting 3 gods in a very short amount of time.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's Star Trek. He's overstimulated for sure. He's not managing well. He's calm on the outside, but in the inside he's feeling his way too deep in this, and this Helios is not a god as he's not a god as expected. This is an alien-like god, something very strange. Does not know what Helios stands for. If Helios is a creation made by humanity to serve others, or does he have his own sense of justice and there's an what are the enorme
Mm-hmm.
values? Thank you. If he has his own values and then what they are, it's okay. He's the god of the light, but what does that mean? Does he want to illuminate the world, or is he just waiting for being told what to do or following his guidelines? That's what's going on in Concord's mind.
Yeah. It's also that Tormodon made a direct intervention, although a drastic one with those 2 ice dragons. Sure, they had a history apparently, but here, this avatar of Helios also made a direct intervention and reached for Kirksarin and clearly damaged some things there, because that's where we ended. Now, over to Nolan, because you have been strung along with this Helios stuff for quite some time. You have always seen the analytical side, the magical side, and you are standing here in what might very well be a temple to Arcana and the ancient worlds and the power of humanity and all those things. Someone who hasn't stood with gods in his life, in his ancient, long, dreary life. Through his lot in with Anthe, is now confronted with the exact opposite. A god of shadow and war, a warrior, defender. And here a being of light. What is Nolan trying to process in this moment?
Nolan, he'll be thinking, oh well, one more god to join the pantheon. Who gives a damn? There's too many already. Why would I care about Helios? And he's actually a lot more interested in what is present at the place where they are, how this being came to be, instead of thinking what this being might be doing. The past is way more interesting than its future.
Okay. Yeah, you are still here in this facility in this moment. No conclusion has been given. The Avatar stepped through this monitor, stood before Kirksaren, and clearly destroyed a few things, even though not destroying Kirksaren, which was certainly within its power. But here you are still in this facility. Then, I will also ask of Dario, you, a man of nature, of natural things, not bound to a single deity or ideal. The brand of Tormodon still stings on you as you've forged this pact. And now you stand in a world of metal in front of a burning star. What is Dario worrying about?
Dario has a feeling that the more gods you see, and on a short span, he has seen quite a lot, the less you understand about them. But well, when we arrived at this facility, clearly there was a creature trapped in agony for, well, God knows how long. And Dario is relieved that that creature has been freed, because it's a suffering nobody should be able to bear. But the words it spoke, the messages it brought, they worry him, because it was not, well, he has been in the presence of Boris. Through Boris, he has seen that Helios is an entity of good, an entity that can guide people, make the world better, and heal. The thing that, well, the Eldar have been doing. But this entity was not that at all. So he is wondering, did Boris release a creature that's, well, going to add to all the problems we are trying to solve? And how is Boris going to react? Is he going to shed himself free of that creature, or, well, so is, well, unspoken, he's looking to Boris, really, to see what's going to happen.
There is a question. Considering Helios was forced to serve, has the goodness that Boris has imparted been an order or a request? And then finally, one very distant from all of this, protected perhaps from all of this, Cassius stands in yet another alien place and is yet again excluded. Ironic, considering what we were talking about before the session started. There could have been a moment where that avatar could have been slain. There could have been other things happen here, as you are clearly still quite invisible. Now that you've seen the manifestation of this thing, the power it wielded, is there something scratching in the back of Cassius's brain?
Cassius is very worried, because he's seen firsthand now, and in a very short time span, the vast and incredible power that these beings can wield, both with the avatar of Helios as before the avatar of Tormodon, or Tormodon himself, or the manifestation of Tormodon. And while with Tormodon, he was less worried because of Tormodon's, let's say, established reputation as generally being a good guy. With this avatar of Helios, what Cassius mostly remembers from it is that the essence is this was a being that was trapped and has now been freed. And both from seeing it happen to normal people, Cassius knows that being captured or enslaved even for long periods of time changes you, it makes you react unexpected. He's seen people react violently or even unstable, and he's very worried at what this being that has been trapped for longer than he can even imagine, because it's been, well, he's not been a man of history, but it's been longer than known history from what he can get.
Eons.
So he is definitely worried and also wondering if maybe he made a mistake in not actually going for Null and trying to stop this avatar, because as you said, he feels like he definitely had at least a chance to take a shot at this avatar, and he's worried and wondering if maybe he should have taken it, because maybe it might be necessary at some point to stop this thing, and if it's bad, then he didn't stop it when he had the chance.
Yeah.
He is, however, also considering that he's felt most of this before at the portal when we released Ante back into the world. That also was a divine light being that was sort of trapped. And that, as far as he's aware, has turned out mostly okay, with Ante recently appearing and even helping or instructing them and sending them against Girxarian. So he's aware that it doesn't necessarily have to be bad, but he's still worried about the potential risks, and also wondering if maybe, just the chance that it could turn bad is enough to, let's say, require decisive action, which I am aware is very Batman v Superman. If there's even a chance that he could be bad, we have to stop him because the consequences and the consequences.
I have a plan to take out everyone.
Yes, but no.
Yeah.
Should he make sure that the god in question can never turn bad? Or is it worth the risk to wait and see, because they might turn out good?
Yeah. With that, you're all left looking at each other, looking at the surrounding area. All of this happening in a moment when the monitor where the avatar disappeared through, where you heard Kirksarian's cry. Now there is not a silence. There is a crackling. There is energy. There is power surging through this place. But for now, you are left in your own silence. The day is yours.
Well, was special. How are you feeling, Boris?
Boris starts screaming uncontrollably.
Torn, the question is, what are we going to do? Stay up here, or do we join the chaos and search out Pixel?
Well,
we
can't stay here.
We did something. We broke the dome. The people down there are free.
We can't stay here, but at least we might inspect this place. Maybe we can learn something. Since we're here, we'll never return here again. Nobody probably will ever.
Is it a
Nobody
large
knows.
space station, or is it like?
Well, I would say, Gord, in this case, make a perception check. Real quick. Just looking around.
Is it because is it ESS? Oh,
Right.
the Death Star. If I'm not sure.
Okay. So, you, I will say, to no detriment to yourself, you start walking around a little bit. You're not going to trigger any traps or anything. You look around, and you dare step a little closer to this open window. And there is a moment, I will say, you've had boots of flying. You've been used to fly. You've grown wings, right? So you're not scared of height per se. But you look out, and those rings that you see, those structures, you get a moment where your feeling of up and down gets completely turned upside down. It looks, you're on the ceiling all of a sudden as you look, and you are a part of one of those rings, just spanning into, there is no horizon. It simply spans as far as your perception, your eyes can make out detail. This is a structure that circumferences a star. It is by all means, and in rules of science fiction, impossible, but in rules of fantasy, a structure built by arcana and technology in unison. This is impossible. This is a structure that might span, well, I would say, Gord, I'll allow you also a intelligence roll, and I believe in you. See, that's good. You have been out in the world for quite some time. You haven't always been the most normal dwarf. You don't drink, you don't involve yourself too much in dwarven culture. You're still proud of your heritage, but it is, there is a part of your stomach, of your dwarven figure, that gets activated somehow. There is this moment where your stone cunning, this inherent feat of yours to know structures, it screams out. It's like a migraine, or a mild like panic attack, where your dwarven mind tried to understand and reach out how much materials you need, the things you need to mine. No. No dwarf could do this. This is impossible. This is beyond even the halls of Dun Modred. This is something incomprehensible. You would need entire worlds to build this.
In the meanwhile, Nolan will be looking for paper, written versions, books, not digital version. No.
Okay.
How this thing came to be, who ordered this, what the origins are, I don't know what.
Make an investigation roll with advantage on that.
I wanted to look around to see for symbols or items from the region. Something interesting that might
Right. From
loot, basically.
yeah. So you can roll investigation as well.
I will help Boris with that.
Okay, sure. Advantage on that. Sure.
So advantage.
Ooh, haha.
No chance.
Nah.
Okay. Okay. So, Nolan, you do not find, I'll say on a 23, You do not find any paper. You find what might have been paper at some point and is now simply turned to dust.
Fair.
You, however, might realize with that 23 that this is not a place where books are written. It is all in this terminal. However, you have a machine in your hand. And perhaps something can be done with that. And I will say that you can download a fair bit of information. It is a massive amount of text that you will have no hope of reading right now, even at your advanced level. But you have a glut of information stored in the Helios computers.
Thank you. That was indeed going to be my next step.
Yeah. Boris, you are looking for... What are you looking for? Are you looking for things of meaning? Are you looking for weaponry, for items, for... What are you looking for?
Field, mace, like, or a symbol. Something like that was what's in my head.
Okay.
Doesn't have to be a mace.
You look round and you catch yourself for a moment as above the door of this chamber stands a symbol that, given a few thousand years, might have been worn down to the symbol of Helios itself. It looks to be letters that don't quite make sense merged together. You're seeing some kind of logo that has been, perhaps over thousands of years, become the symbol of Helios. You can grab that from the door if you wish.
I'll grab it.
There is also beside the door, there is a case with a strange object that looks like a mace to you. It looks to have a handhold, it has a staff, and it has a large contraption on the top. It looks sturdy, it looks to be made of strong metal. It has markings you have no idea about, but you do.
Fire extinguisher. Fire extinguisher.
It doesn't have a... The rubber would have been long gone, but no, it is not cylindrical. It looks to be some kind of thing. It's a Dyson. It's a Dyson vacuum. Get it? Dyson sphere. Yeah.
Right. I'll leave that.
You're not gonna pick it up? All right.
Yeah,
I'll
I'll
pick it up.
Yeah, you'll pick it. Okay.
Yeah,
Nah.
Yeah, I'll pick it up. I'll pick it up.
Gord starts foaming.
Metal, you can just...
Yeah. And Gord starts foaming at the mouth at loot left behind. Starts digging into Boris's back. Yeah, should have taken those vampire potions.
I feel so yummy. No, thanks. Want to get away? I'm
Dat is niet verstandig als player character, maar dat is wel tof.
Yeah, we have to play.
It would have been so very cool. But
Yeah.
admittedly, we probably would have turned into an NPC rather.
No, you're standing right in front of the sun.
Yeah, so let's go to the
Yeah.
let's go to the that we made the joke before,
Fair
but
point.
yeah, it's let's go to the fucking Dyson sphere orbiting
Yeah.
the sun and just
This is not Twilight. No sparklies here.
no, it's instant ash. Yeah.
Can I try and see if in our vicinity or somewhere else on the rings that we can see through the window, if I can see like signs of, I don't want to say life, but like movements? Because we're here.
Yeah.
There's no robots or anything, but the whole station did start beeping and,
Yes.
beeping and activating and stuff. So can I like see maybe like signs of like other robots or other
Okay. Yeah. How you want to
things
do
that are
it?
not necessarily, the station itself doing stuff, but
Yeah.
stuff on the station that is
Sure.
working or
Make
moving
perception
now?
roll. I know you like to make those.
I don't really. This is the wrong casters.
There's 2 of them now. Okay, a mild 24. So
I'll add 1d8 so I can reach 25.
sure. You're gonna hit 30, aren't you? Ooh.
Not quite.
Ah. Too bad you don't see anything. No. The DCs for these rolls are suddenly much higher. So yeah. 25 gets you everything. See, this is the problem, right? I sometimes feel I expose too much. I'm working so much on exposition, but then everybody rolls fucking 25s, and I have to like say everything that I had in mind.
Take the feat and an expertise to be
Yeah,
perceptive.
to
so,
be
yeah,
this annoying, I understand.
I asked you beforehand if it would
Yeah.
screw you over, and you said no, sure, it's fine.
I am allowed to complain.
That
So
is true.
you also saunter over to this window where Gord might have had his little existential crisis. As you see him like going, "Ah, what the fuck? What is happening?" You look at it a little bit more analytically, a little bit more. Are there threats? What is happening? Is this thing? Yeah. And you look out, and before, as was said, this thing was not complete. It was very much in. You even with your layman eyes, you could see there were pieces missing, and you know. So, however big this thing might be, beyond the realms of comprehension, and you know,
I've been seeing incomprehensible stuff
Yeah,
for
sure.
the last 3 weeks. This
this
just
this is
something
fine. This is fine. They're like, yeah, this took multiple planets to build, right?
I'll add it to the list of stuff I've seen
Yeah.
last week. Yeah.
All of it is moving. All of it is activated, and you, with your 25, stare into this abyss, into this star, and start seeing outlines, and something that you would normally need a telescope for, I will give you with a 29 on the roll. You see like thousands and thousands of marching ants, but you quickly realize that at this distance, the size of those things need to be incomprehensible yet again for you to even see them here. And as you listen, the hum of this place is changing. There's groaning of metal, there is marching feet, there is blasting of air and fuel, and all of this is coming alive, and you can't even understand. There's things being constructed that are very similar looking to Method.
So with my 17 perception,
Yeah.
is this station where we are now? Is it like made for the comfort of humans? Are there like chairs? Does it seem like humans been here, or is it all robotic?
This entire place very likely has never seen humanoid presence ever. This was all remotely built. This was all constructed. And there is accommodation. There is air that you can survive here. But as far as you can tell, this place? No idea.
I will share with the others. Like, this place is coming to life, and like changes are happening throughout its building stuff, and the stuff that it's building is doing other things. There is a purpose here. They're doing something. I don't know to what end or to what purpose, but Helios, or whatever its name originally was, it said it had a purpose, and it is actively doing stuff here to, I'm assuming, further that purpose.
Right as you say that, and everyone looks towards you and towards that, you can clearly see. Dario, I think you see something as well. Nolan, you might catch it. A little point of light, like a little firecracker, goes off on one of the rings, and you think it's an explosion, something went wrong. But then you see a little pinprick of light moving away from the ring, and then suddenly it disappears. And a line follows it into the abyss. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All of these things that you saw that were built like method are all vanishing into darkness in all manner of directions towards those other pinpricks of light. The stars that surround the universe around you.
Bullish. That's, well, not something we can deal with or consider our problem, really. It's. I wonder, Cassius, where have they been? Where are those going? But even more important, where have they sent all those, I'd say, robots to? We've already seen one on Severnus. Makes me wonder how many of them have been sent out. Ah, well, I'm being emotional. Nothing really we can do about it. Well, not sure. Yeah. Maybe we can find some way to trigger detonation and then, like in real sci-fi movies, and let the whole ring explode. But no, then we can't really. Well, not every problem on every star and every planet is something we can deal with, is it? No, but I'm not on. Well, it's not a complex solution, is it? Just blow up the whole thing and be gone. We're looking for a button
against
or
destroying this.
we don't know what it is, so I would not.
This
thing shouldn't exist. It's not a sacred place. It's arcana and magic, and they should not be able. They shouldn't exist. Why not? Aren't you fascinated by the fact that a thing like this does exist? Does it not? Well, I can't comprehend. I was not fascinated, but this thing is linked to either it created a god or it changed a god. These things should not exist.
I freed the god.
You did.
And
But the structure is still here.
The god completed the structure, so doesn't the god need the structure?
Well, it makes me wonder. From the notes I have, when they started Project Helios, it was a pretty bad thing that they do. It was going awry. People abandoned the whole project, and some still kept going, knowing that it was going to lead to possible doom. So they changed Helios to continue whatever they. I don't know what they did. Well, apparently this thing, no. But I'm perfectly fine with blowing up the whole thing.
That's going to take a lot of effort. I think I'm not sure we should do that.
Maybe there is I don't know. I've read in books that sometimes there's a big red button you just have to find and then push. There's a countdown and then everything.
That's in your medieval fantasy books you found information about big red button.
Yeah.
Yes. And obviously, one person needs to stay behind to press the button and sacrifice.
Yes. Do I find a big red button?
Yeah.
And you need 2 suitcases with a breaking plastic case contains
Yes.
to enter first. Then you insert the key and you have a
Maybe this thing was built before that.
I am
It's
worried
ancient.
though,
Nolan?
because the Avatar
Yeah, go on.
did say this whole I've been trying to reach this, and my task was to bring light to all, and now it's sending out, for lack of a
Yes.
better word, seeds or spores. Like I'm
Yes,
not
there is.
that great on my herbology, but
As far as I
invasive species
understand,
works like that with sending their stuff in all directions and then taking root somewhere. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or not.
as
This
far as
isn't
I
biology,
understand,
it's religion. It's
Helios stands out its power via stars. They need to create a better network between the stars to channel the power to where it needs to be.
I don't think it's bad. No,
The sun on our plane still works. It's been there forever.
Yeah, there's
But he was
This isn't
chained,
a bad thing.
there's no big
was
metal
chained.
thing around there.
and
When
in our
was he
world,
chained?
now he's not chained.
I'm going to be frank. We are so far away from home. This thing is really, really not our problem. Well,
Yeah, listen to Frank there.
we freed Helios, and I agree, Cassius. I am not convinced that the entity we released is something we can consider an ally or something good. I haven't seen it for long, but I do trust the actions of Boris that, well, through the entity, goodness can be well made. But, well, it does concern me. However, what this thing here is doing, this construction, is not something I'm going to add to my plate.
Well, no, well, to be fair, Dario, half of the pantheon we already have exists of God with ill intentions. Then there's for elder gods, there's a swarm trying to invade our world. Well, well, just add Helios to the list. I mean,
Yeah, but I'm just, well, what I'm saying is really get out of here. I don't want to be here anymore. This is not something you should try to solve or destroy. Whatever. I am intrigued though by where we are. And I'm going to look for, I don't know, trinkets, because this is a place only we have been and where probably no one ever will be.
Mhm.
So I'm going to try and take something to take
ooh,
back.
good idea.
Right.
Like I'll be the grandfather from this day and will show this shiny thing that's not from our planet.
Okay. Also,
Reminds me of when we
In
stole
the
those
end, being a nice
So-
piece of metal.
well, so how do you want to
Fine.
look for this? Do you just want to say, I'll just grab something, or do you want to find something with significance that you might impart significance to?
Well, something with significance. So, well, maybe when I speak to my elders again at the Elinadar. So, I mean, a random piece of metal might not tell anything. So, yeah, something more that says, "Hey, I'm not from this world. I'm from very far away."
I think it's a very good idea, and I will help Dario with identifying interesting
Okay.
things to grab.
So, okay, so I'll say, yeah, make an investigation roll with advantage then, if no one's helping. Okay, 15. Nolan, you find a red button.
All right.
So there's you look around, and because this place, apart from the picture you're seeing, it does extend. These are several rooms that are connected, and you can tell that in the next room over, they are again all gigantic. This one doesn't have a window to it, but there are stations. These stations are incomprehensible. They do things, but they haven't done in a long time, but they are lighting up and all kinds of things. And there is a panel that has a physical red button.
Okay. Well, once we get do you have what you're looking for?
I'm just looking. You apparently you see this button.
Yeah.
I'm not telling. I'm just waiting for before
Okay.
you grab something.
So I will say, Dario, you as a druid feel connection to nature, and you haven't felt anything like that in this place. But there is this maybe a whiff of a smell of something. Like you catch a moment of dew or so a leaf, a smell of something. And it is coming from one of these stations as you approach it.
Interesting. I will continue and rummage.
All right. So as you're rummaging through, you inevitably touch something, and the entire thing lights up. And now you see that the wall opens up, and there are these glass domes that suddenly start moving on a conveyor belt. You see all kinds of information on all kinds of screens that don't really interest you in the slightest. But what you see is that there are these pots, and they have dirt in them. They have, and something is being thrown in, and you quickly catch that they are seeds. Seeds being dropped into pots, and then there's information, there's light, there's scanned, and then move away.
Interesting. However, as a druid and being connected to nature, I know the I know how easily a balance is disturbed. It would not be smart of me to bring the seeds from so far away to our realm. God only knows what they might unleash on our planet.
Okay.
So I'll just try and find, I don't know, some sort of metal trinket or something.
Well, you find that on this station, much like the symbol on the door that Boris found, there is a symbol of this operation in this place. And it is a stylized symbol of a tree carved into a sphere, what you realize might be a planet.
Oh yeah, I will grab that and I will make it my own symbol.
Okay.
I will grab one of the pots with the seed in it.
Okay. Do you do this in plain view of Dario?
Yeah.
This whole they're the natural lord of our world. So.
Ja, wel.
Cool.
What are you doing?
Je hebt pas 1000 kopen produceren.
Ja, maar ja, ik krijg dat teken.
Well, are you
just
trying to
grabbing
be
it.
sneaky about this or are you just grabbing it?
I just grab it.
Okay, then
I don't know you don't know one thing. No, what are you going to do with those? You're not going to bring them back, are you? No, I just take these for fun. Of course I'm going to bring them back. You don't bring organic material from one place to another place. It's have you seen what Xena does? What Xena is? Yes. It's it's protected in a bowl. I'll just put it in a nice case. And I have an idea. It will be part of my big wizard tower, and then people can come and visit, and there'll be.
when you're no longer here, what then? You cannot guarantee that the seed will not.
There will be continuity.
No, I don't want you to bring those. I don't want you to infect our world with organic and living material from other places. We cannot know what's possibly.
But I have to use the masses. I have to attract people to come and visit, so there will be interesting things to see.
There are so many interesting things in this place.
Why would you go for the one thing that can grow and be
Yeah.
harmful?
I cast Detect Magic.
Okay.
And is it the magic of maniers?
Oh yes,
Oh,
very much so.
There we go.
these are magical plants.
And you even get
Amazing.
the school
told me
of
that.
magic,
Yeah.
right?
I
What
figured.
kind of magic is it?
Well,
Yeah.
I'll have to look that up.
Because Nolan, maybe you can identify the plants later. I'm sure you can.
Yes, but if I want to identify them later, I have to bring them with.
Or you
Or
can
you
take
go
minutes right now.
So,
No,
so
just
Ghost
do
is on
them.
board.
It
Oh,
is
Hold on. Have a spell.
transmutation.
I have read Secret Wars in Marvel. I know where this is ending. It's called Black Spider.
Yeah,
And
but
Venom.
Nolan, I urge you not to bring it back. Okay, then if yeah, I'll set aside the pot.
You study the plant now and figure out if it's bad or not to bring. Is that an option, or
If
How
you
we
can
can
make
both
out, Nolan, if
arguing
you
about
can make,
things?
if you can make out what's inside the seed, I don't know any more than that.
if Nolan just promises not to plant it in earth, but in a pot in like a greenhouse, then it should be fine.
Old.
I'm, o-
Start the garden.
I'm only saying the last time we threw a plant or a seed on the ground, a bullet ran through a seed.
I'm not going to
We knew
plant it.
exactly
I'm
that
not
was going to happen.
stupid. But
We
Nolan,
knew that
it's
was
like
going to happen, and that was planned.
it's like
I let
I've
the
seen
man
so
identify it.
I've seen so many times in the swamps. People take turtles from the swamp. We're not going to release them anywhere else. We're going to keep them at home.
Take the turtle. I don't
And
get
then
that.
suddenly those no, but suddenly they release it somewhere else. It's an infestation somewhere they shouldn't be. But are you comparing me with commoners? When it comes to
Sorry, but that's really offensive.
Friend, compromise. Let man identify the plant, then you can see what you do. Because else we're gonna be here
Yeah.
all night with you two bickering.
All right.
It's not night. We can see the sun. It's right now.
But we do identify this.
Yes, just identify it, because else it's gonna last
I'll have
forever.
to bring it with me. I'm out of spell slots.
Okay.
You're out of
That's my
spell
ritual
slots.
Just had a long rest.
Ritual casting them.
We just had a long rest now.
You guys don't know how magic works.
See you ritual castings.
uh,
We're not that
Living-
dumb, Nolan.
we've been living together with you for
Okay,
months
I'll
now.
ritually cast identify.
All right. So you take
I
some
love
time.
that you tried, by the way.
So what you have here is a little bit different than what you would normally do. Let me see here. This pot possesses the Awaken spell for plant-based creatures only. It is set to activate at a certain maturity of the plant inside. The current seed in it would actually be quite a common plant. Still, it would be an oak tree.
Siberia. That's my guess.
It's open activity.
But, well,
Of course.
the Nataran oak. It's a slight variation. So yeah, currently this pot will create a awakened plant creature of whatever has been grown inside it. Right now, that seed is in there, that oak tree is in there, but of course it could be changed to something else.
I don't realize it. this might be a bad idea. They are probably correct. But I'm not going to admit this. So I'll say, oh, it's just a stupid oak tree. We have plenty of those. And I'll put it away. And I'll find myself something more interesting.
Okay.
Let's
I
take
have a
it.
passive insight of 9.
Can I roll insight on Nolan?
Of course you can.
Use light or like use
Sure. So Nolan, deception for Nolan, insight for anyone else who wants to try and get to him.
No. I just wonder whether or not I can conclude that this is being used to terraform places.
Okay.
We just checked. We don't say anything.
Yeah, everyone's like looking at each other.
Yeah, sure, Nolan.
Sure, Nolan. Sure.
Yeah. Dario, I will say you are not foreign to the concept. Maybe not terraforming entire worlds, but you are very, very familiar with trying to win back nature.
Yes.
And you have done this yourself. You bring healthy plants to the Nomodar Marsh to try and stem the tide. It is for you to decide how much Dario can extrapolate from this, that your little pond, your little place in the Nomodar has been so big to you your entire life. And as you see these lights that are still leaving these stations, that are still flying into the abyss, that if these guys are all carrying, you are aware of the magic, you are aware of, or at least, well, Nolan, you didn't say anything about this spell, right? No. So for now, Dario, yeah, if they are bringing this to all these distant, they are spreading nature further than you can imagine.
I'm just assuming they are reforesting the places they're going to.
Yeah.
visit.
But at a scale, an obscene scale, right?
Probably to for oxygen.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Too much of a good thing.
Good way of getting out of here. The bombs. I look at Boris.
I'm still on
Boris only has baseball 5. Ik zeg maar, I look at Boris en Martijn kijkt naar hem opzij en ik kijk recht naar de Jannik. Onmenselijk.
But that's it. He's on my. It's okay. Actually.
Dat is echt grappig.
They're all in a line, conga line.
Yeah.
On my screen, looking towards Boris also means I am on my own screen looking towards Boris. That's great. I'm still on the pots though, because no one is lying.
Yeah.
We share the look. We share the look.
No. I'm not. I don't share
We
looks.
let
I don't
you
make eye contact. I question
So
Nolan.
you
I said,
just
Nolan,
disappear from the world.
what do you mean it's a regular oak? Because het feit dat dat transmutation magic was,
Mhm.
Kort heeft al dat opgezegd, hè, of niet?
Ja.
Ja,
Ik ben wel
so-
eerlijk.
So, what was with the transmutation magic that Gord sensed then?
Oh, it's meant to make this thing grow fast.
Deception roll again.
You're up against a rogue.
I know.
Do I need to reroll insight then?
Yeah, it's a new lie. A better one, I'm sure. Makes it, breaks it. Oh no, it's 15. I thought it was the other one.
Yeah.
Okay. So 18. Yeah, no, he lying.
Saying, well, I mean, and the magic is on the pot or the dirt? Because the seed is just a regular oak seed. So,
Yes, it's an oak seed.
well, then I mean, we should take a pot, right?
Yeah,
I'm sure
Why would
magic
you-
that makes things grow is useful.
But
And
there's
you want to plant the
Oh,
oak
wait.
beside of a space station.
You've seen the stuff I can do with random objects that nobody thinks to use in creative
Ah.
ways. Why would you think that a pot that makes things grow is something that I would not want to have in my bag to pull out?
why was I interested in this
Because
thing?
you already have doors and windows in there.
And I could have a pot makes things grow.
So now you both want to take one. No, the pot doesn't
I
make
want to take a
grow.
pot. I don't.
The seed
This is the sidetrack that I did not think I was gonna have tonight.
I do agree.
Yes.
I do agree.
I'm just saying one thing. Drugs are bad. Okay.
No, but I
That was not at all my intention.
the pot without the seed might be harmless.
There have been at least 2 occasions in the last 5 years that I could really have used a tree quickly growing somewhere.
I mean, I would not mind that if the pot being used for seeds on
But you don't know
our
what the pot does.
No, I wanted this. Now you guys have ruined it. I will not take it down.
No, but look, Nolan, you just have to be honest with us. We can see you're kind of lying about something.
Oh,
And you and
Sweat
some
dripping
are
down Nolan's face.
Look, just be honest with us. With everything, if you want us to trust you,
quite well.
yeah, you're not the best liar.
Oh.
Black Vegas all over again.
Just not
I
be
didn't
honest
want
with us.
to. I didn't want to admit that it's like actually Dario was right, and this is probably a bad idea to bring it because the seed is enchanted.
Doesn't trouble you that much that someone else
The
is right.
seed.
Yeah.
I am usually not. I'm usually right. But not always. This is one of those rare occasions.
And I look at Marty. You can think he's usually right.
So the seed is enchanted with an awakened spell, and they are using this to send the things to the universes. The seed or the pot?
The pot. No, the pot isn't. It doesn't matter what's in the pot. Whatever's in the pot becomes awakened by the pot.
Yeah. Yes, I will definitely take a pot and will remove the seed.
So the
Okay.
seed is fine. It's the pot that's doing the thing.
Yeah, but it's the seed Dario doesn't want on the planet because the seed can
Yeah,
grow.
which
Pot,
again,
yeah.
I'm not
No,
hearing any
but
objections.
makes no
to you
sense.
getting a magical
The pot
that
is
does that.
enchanted, so if you put something in there, it will be. Well, yes, but
Might
if
be-
it's something domestic, from my perspective, doesn't matter. I just don't want foreign seeds from another realm on my planet. Agreed.
just
I'll
saying-
take a pot. I do not care. You take a pot.
I'm gonna like. I look at Darius.
I also
So
take a pot.
taking a pot is fine and will not ruin the ecosystem.
I mean,
Yeah.
we need to
Fine.
Okay,
replant
cool.
the
Then
number
I'm
of marches
grabbing a
that
pot.
we have. Needs to
We'll
really
grab a pot.
Well, then I'll grab a pot as well.
By the way, you're being pouring soil.
After-
soil, that's okay. But
After the session, you guys need to understand that I pick the titles for the session before I start, right? Before any of this. I want you all to, after the session, look at what the live stream title is for this episode, and you will not understand like how fucked up yeah. All right. I am not with that title. I am not implying anything. Good.
You're standing in an incomprehensible building, floating around the sun, arguing about
But pots.
a flower pot. You guys are all gonna feel really surprised when I use this to take your cherry somehow. By the way.
Nolan, since we are taking something, I'm going to leave something. And I'm going to cast heat metal on the floor. I'm going to write in the glowing. If the floor is from metal, I
Yeah.
too. And I'm going to heat up one plate or something, one part tile. I'm going to write the Nolan with the date. Well, I don't know what day it is, but the date I assume
Yeah.
it is.
Assuming
Like-
the Darren calendar. Yeah. Kilroy was here.
Wij komen terug in onze eigen wereld. Dat is een holy symbol geworden van een religie die al 10.000 jaar bestaat.
Yeah.
Anything can happen.
They were the Nolan.
All right. Yeah, about the Red Button Nolan. Interesting. But I don't know.
Right.
That, so.
I'm assuming the Marut can get us back to the
You can ask.
city.
You can ask.
Marut, can you teleport us back down to the city?
A task description is required for transportation to be permitted.
I open SharePoint on mine.
Yep. Gotta make a ticket.
Let's check.
Marut, create task description. Teleport all individuals here aboard to the city of Severance.
As you say that, the below still the city being projected impossibly far away, the flumes of fire, and I understand. Do you wish to? Let me see how I'm going to say this in the most awful way.
I was going to say it's
yeah.
going to be a catch-22.
Yeah. City of Severn identified. Do you wish to designate this as a priority target for incursion? Multiple incursions detected.
Define incursion.
You see it thinking for a bit, a few lights pop up. Multiple incursions detected, identifying. Incursions of enemy designated as the 4. Enemy designated as the Swarm. Enemy designated as foreign souls hostile to Helios.
Yes, it. You know, I can just teleport us back to our own plane in time, and we can just go on with our lives. Forget this ever happened.
You know,
Just
fuck this shit, we're out. Yeah.
Can I look around to see if I can find something that looks like weaponry, like
Okay.
weaponry that I know, and stuff that looks like the guns or grenades that I've seen.
Okay.
The Severance.
Sure, make an investigation roll.
Can I help him? But I also have magic still on.
Okay.
If that helps.
There is a lot of magic here. I'll consider the detect magic on the roll for the DC. So you have advantage, Cassius, because Gord is helping, and he's doing a lot of lifting.
That's important.
Fucking A.
Yeah,
That was almost another one.
Yeah, sure. Okay, good.
Because it would be very classical to be arguing about a flower pot, leaving the laser blaster 9000.
Yeah. So, okay. Gord, you see Cassius, like there's still debris and everything like that. There's also very neat structured. Almost everything here is modular. It's like one of those far too elaborate kitchens that you have to like open 3 drawers to get into the 4th one. There's a lot of stuff compacted here, and you see Cassius open one of these things after fiddling with it for a bit, and there's nothing there. It's empty. And then another one of these, nothing. And it's like he's finding specifically spare room for things that never existed. Then there is an amount of writing. You can read it, but you lean in a little closer, and you feel magic coming from it. It's like there's definitely something in here, like, and you point Cassius to it. By your touch, something folds open, and a large, long drawer the size of a table rolls out. And you see these... They don't look like the weapons the Rangers had. But there are 3 distinct ones that look unfinished. They look to be stored... Well, I'll just say the word prototype. There was something was being tried with these. And you don't really know. You pick it up, and they're heavy. They're... Yeah, the weight of a large double axe, and you're not really sure. There's a lot of buttons on it. There's a lot of wiring on it. There's these these things, but they are definitely magical in nature. And there's 3 of them.
Pick them up and put them in the bag after I check to make sure they won't explode or vaporize me when I.
Make an Arcana roll.
Yeah, I really should. I don't know what I'm doing here. Well, maybe I do.
Currently, they look to be dormant. There's clearly
Yeah,
a sequence that you need to
They
do
look
these.
to be off and
Yeah.
not in vaporizing mode or whatever.
Yeah, all of the things here make worry sounds and light up as they are doing something. So and these guys are currently incomprehensible but inert.
I will pick them up and put them in my bag.
I look at Cassius and say, those probably work on souls. Everything seems to do. So
I'll tell Dario, like, I'm just gonna take them with us, and then, given the discussion we've just had with Nolan, I don't want to have another
No.
discussion where he not tells us anything. So I'm gonna ask him or someone else who knows what they're talking about, what these do, another time.
well, I say we are finished here, aren't we? Friends. Are we? Well, as far as I'm as far as I'm
I'm
So
also keeping an eye out for. Cassius is wondering about that, but he hasn't asked yet. Like, what the whole Project Helios is finished is doing or not doing to Boris's powers. So he's keeping an eye out, but is at least relieved that the robot still seems to listen and obey to what Boris is saying. So that's at least a good sign.
After Dario says we are finished here, I press the red button and I pull it out and I hit it. Why would you press the fucking button?
because you stopped him once, you can't stop him twice.
I want the explosion to happen and then we can go on because you have teleportation.
okay.
Do we have teleportation?
Yeah, the robot, he just brought it out.
Baruch, can you designate the location of the being known as Fixarian as priority location for teleportation?
Good idea.
Scanning for individual. As he's doing that, Nolan presses the button.
Of course it does. Why would you? Why?
Because I want to explode the whole thing.
So you hear this loud sonorous as the entire pot thing closes. The belts stop. You hear a lot of hissing sounds, and suddenly you all feel a push, as though you were, well, on a fast moving cart that suddenly stops, but you yourself don't move as much, as you first think you're the ones being pushed away, as the entire module detaches, and you realize that this was a docking part of this station, and you see a spaceship, a large ship, detaching, forming, and turning. That
Well, that was a ride to the service.
Wait,
Are we on it? Are we on it?
Hold on. Yeah, are we on the ship or on the dock that the ship launched?
you are on the dock currently, but the thing is turning. The thing is turning, and you can see being constructed is a path towards this detached piece.
Run for it.
Okay.
What is that?
Wait.
Even? What did you do?
It's
You broke
it's
You
an
broke the building. Oh my god!
No, you can travel. We can use it to travel. But how long will it take?
Travel where?
Next to a sun.
Travel, yeah, travel.
What places do we have to go?
Dario just said he wanted stories for his grandchildren. Well, ain't this one to share? But if I get into that thing, I don't even
What
know
is
if I'll
it?
ever see grandchildren.
What is it? What does it do? You don't know. Crazy man. You're pushing things. Stop
I would-
making it go.
Canonically, I think Nolan has read too many things and is like, oh yeah, no, that's you. You know what it is? I'll tell you what. We're not really going there, but I'm open to suggestions. Nolan, you have read about not just this world, but others. You have heard about the ethereal planes and the ships of the Githyanki, and you know of things called spelljammers. You know of these strange illithid, basically Baldur's Gate, right? Beautifully illustrated, the spelljammers. Except this one is not organically grown. It is not a nautilus creature, but it is made of metal. And a bit more, well, it is, you can understand the concept of what this thing might be.
Might be.
Yeah.
There's a big time.
It looks like one.
Nolan, I suggest we just take the robot back home. We'll be there in a blink.
You go on. Yeah, sure.
No.
Are you suggesting you want to go on a spacefaring adventure?
We can go on space pirates.
Has anyone ever heard of spelljammers? Used for intergalactic travel. They actually
No,
go quite fast once you are at a certain deep space.
And how do you operate this spell jumper?
Well, they're
I look to board and I say, I don't understand anything of this. I'm not.
it can't be too hard. It's
You're pushing buttons and destroying tenfold, my god.
Okay. Gord, you might have heard stories of dwarves finding illithids and all kinds of weird things that really you shouldn't mess with.
Some of the stuff he's talking about, but yeah, we should keep our hands off of it, I think.
For most people,
I
the
think-
number of planes of existence they've visited is one, and the planets they've visited is one, and the number of gods they've seen in the flesh
Zero.
is zero.
One when they die.
My numbers for two of those are already above
Wait.
average. I don't really need to make sure the third one.
Then let's take the boring arcane way to go back.
Okay.
Marut states update.
I think it's better for your library, Nolan. I don't think if you take the spaceship, the whatever that is.
I'll have my bard write a nice story that we took the spaceship back home. It's fine.
Boss, you can do that.
You have a bar.
Spaceship.
Yes, yes.
I'll get a bard.
Line, babe.
So
But you know
the
you win.
the robot states location of individual former admin Kirksarin found. Do you wish to plot a course?
Confirmed.
Very well.
Confirmed.
We will now exit facility down to designated city Severn to location of Kirksarin, former admin. Will there be any guests partaking in this transport?
Include yourself and all the living and breathing creatures in this room.
Ik ga weer niet mee dan, hè, want ik ben een vampier, hè, gast.
Oh, ja, die zijn vampier.
Confirmed. Countdown starting at 15 seconds. 14, 13,
Are
12,
we sure
10,
we want to go to Kirsten
11,
without any
10,
Yes.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
I take a very
2,
mental stand.
1. Activating teleport.
In the
Now we all
animated
superhero.
show, I want this to be Cassius saying, well, fuck, and then the
Yeah.
I really hope it's not like Dario's
top half with quads, short legs en zo.
Ja, just...
Ja, voor de final battle, we zitten allemaal in een ander lichaam. En
Ja. Oh.
Put him for 25 feet.
That is stored. That idea is fucking stored. Okay.
Boris to land superhero style. One knee, one fist.
And then not be able to get up. Like,
Oh shit. And then
You-
one of the party is like turned in the other way.
I'm perfectly fine. I can just walk like this. You have, again, now an almost already familiar sensation as you're getting pulled away from this place. The large ball of red suddenly turning into a tiny dot as you're being thrown across the solar system. The idea, perhaps, that Severnus is the last planet surrounding this star that wasn't used to construct this entire machine surrounding this star. You then are tunneled towards a glowing blue dome onto this planet and impact without any feeling or jostling. You suddenly stand in a room, almost as if you are back at the Ice Forge. A similarly blue crystal shoots from an impossibly large pedestal into the sky. You are in a facility that has so many similarities to the Helios facility, except it's brand new. There are elements of so many influences and things, but all of it immaculate. You see this bright white, sterile environment with large floors and similar looking stations, but more advanced, more refined, more even elaborate in its design, the curves and detailing, immaculate. A beautiful thing, were it not for the fact that strewn across the floor are pieces of so many robots and automatons that were once granted to Kirksarin, as he still stands in the midst of this rubble, trying to piece together a terminal of some kind, once beautiful, now destroyed. You see scorch marks of the presence of a divine avatar that has wreaked havoc here, but had still not destroyed Kirksarin himself. You land in that moment. The robot lands on its feet. You all stand there, but something is wrong. You feel a resistance. You feel the air is thick. You cannot move your limbs. You are slowed, and almost as though you are in thick water. As a barrier is completely surrounding you, as you see the fact robot stand and protect you from something. Kirksarin has just enough time to stand up, look at all of you, red-faced in anger, a scowl on his face, but his voice is distant. Even though he is mere feet away from you, he starts to saunter, walk towards you. No, you are not yet ready to face me here. My schedule might have advanced, but I will still complete my task. You think you are even worthy to be in my presence. You do not know what side of me you have enchained. And with a gesture, dispel magic. Sure. On what exactly?
The gelatin is good and it's locking us in place.
Sure.
Is that a
Roll a d20 for me, please.
+5 spell.
15. Well, this is a 9th level spell. You try to do this, and you just hear. You see him going for the counter spell. And just stops. You are no longer dealing with a mere immortal. Come, I invite you back to my city. Reap what you sow. And you see this column of crystal, and above you see the apex of the dome, many miles above. There is a flash of light as a bolt of blue energy shoots down the entire column and impacts the little bubble that you are in. You hear the robot briefly look at you and say, fact, designated to protect. And just explodes, and with that magic, you are flung away again as it activated the teleport just in the nick of time before the impact. Pieces of the robot are teleported along with you as it flies in the air, and you are impacted this time with a bit more force. Not as neat a teleportation as it was before. Okay. I do apologize. I need you all to make Constitution saving throws. As Kirkserin hits you with a power from the city itself. And the robot will be there to basically save you from some of this.
We
I will
have
use a bonus of
bonus from-
17.
Wait, one at a time? So, Nolan first?
I will use my potion of 17, which then adds to a 19 with my +2.
Okay, 19.
I was gonna ask, like, are we all within the aura distance of
Yeah.
Port to get his
Yes.
+3?
Dario gets advantage on Constitution saving throws, hè, door
Allemaal, en dat enkel heeft hij break concentration.
nee, alle Constitution saving throws.
Oh,
Nice.
then I'll just roll another one.
Yeah,
See what's
that is not better. Okay, so those of you. So wait, let me see here. So how much is the aura?
Where's die?
+3. Okay.
Okay.
So, Gord, Dario, well, almost, that's actually kind of sad. So Calendula, Cassius, Boris is +3, so that's 16. Okay. And Nolan, you had
I'm at 22.
22. Okay, so that was a DC 20. So everybody who rolled above a
Thank
20.
you, Gord.
Gord zijn aura heeft 3 man erover gepusht.
Ja.
Maar bij mij, iemand bij mij heeft hij er al bij gerekend, dus ik heb maar 9.
Ah, oké. Hij kon niet.
Okay, so Gord himself doesn't make it. So Gord and Boris, you guys both take 46 points of 46 points of damage. and the rest is half.
Ik wil je dan nog eens zeggen, ik denk dat jij 46 zijn.
Ja, 46.
Nee.
And the ones that save take half, which
Yeah.
would be 23.
Yeah, force damage. With that, I give you the DC of Kirksaren and the things he does.
Yeah, alright.
As he channeled the column of the crystal column at the center of the city of Severin to channel a spell and knock the shit out of you.
I think Severin is fighting the powers of the city. We need to sever the connection.
I'm guessing nobody is unconscious because of that.
Nope. Close to it, but
Okay, good.
That's
That's a very good thing.
Okay,
'Cause
guys, so this is definitely his biggest move. So if we go in again right now, I'm sure
Yes.
he will not do that. No way.
I once more
Blue.
I once more tanked tactical nuke.
Yes, you did.
Okay.
Well, no, a tactical disintegration, but that's fine. A AOE disintegration.
Oh, that's much worse.
Only that's better
Yeah. So
when we have campus now.
listen, I'm giving you some information. All right. So it is a bit of a flavor, but
I
yeah.
think Dario might be onto something with Kipton getting powers from the city. So us having to disable the city, or more specifically the dome, I suppose.
Oh.
I think
Oh,
we
yeah.
yes, I think we need to strip him.
So
He's clearly gaining power from the city.
when you guys first arrived in the city, it looked a little bit. Well, first, of course, I need to show you guys where you landed. So you tumble into the dirt. The bits of robots all around you. You are standing right outside the gates of the city of Severin, where you left off. So, a few days ago. And to your horror, the gate is open. The doors of the gate have been torn asunder. And you hear explosions. You have the smell of fire, screams and gunfire coming from inside the city, even at this distance that you are at. But that is not all. You, of course, whatever. So you guys should be able to see. There we go. I'll do this properly this time. There we go. This was what the city looked like before, roughly.
That's actually quite nice.
Nice, yeah.
And from the center, so that it was that central column that you guys saw that Kirksaren used to channel something.
Because the column is still there. Or no, sorry, you're going to show us what this looks like now. Too.
Yes. So this, you see around the edges what remains of buildings that were once as tall as was inside the city. You know, excuse the crudity of this AI image, but I couldn't commission a concept artist working on it. The first thing you see is that the walls of this city are beset by impossibly large tangle of brambles, of roots and vines of Xena. They are actively crawling, but the moment they touch the dome, they shrink back like hurt tentacles. Speaking of, as you look up, Nolan, you once were pulled into the ethereal plane by Litha.
Yeah.
Or using one of your abilities, I believe.
Yeah, my ability.
Yeah. You were following Litha, who shifted. And you were aware of certain things reaching for the city, but not quite reaching through. That is no longer the case. All of you see these dark tentacles of shadow reach down from dark clouds to assault the dome itself. And you see cracks and breaks in the dome itself as relentlessly these things are spreading through and trying to grab on. They are being repelled again and again and slammed down and slammed down and slammed down on the dome itself. You are seeing this actively, a manifestation of horror that is actively assaulting, as no longer does the city have Helios's protection.
What?
And this is roughly what it looks like now.
Oops.
Oh, brambles everywhere.
Not great.
We are inside. So Helios was protecting this. Well, we
Look at how nice it is.
we did
Nature is
not know
healing.
that. Could we, in our time in the city, did we see any other real human beings, from our plane? For example, Kirksarian followers in Kirksarian robes.
No.
Other than just the citizens here.
No. You only
we-
had the citizenship.
This
Citizenry.
is very far back, but right when we got Gord out of the insane asylum, so almost immediately after we arrived here, did we not hear like another patient who sounded like Greth?
Yes, we did.
So that would be one creature that at least we
Yeah, that's
Well,
all.
it's
unlike the others, right?
It's going to be a long shot to find him in this.
Yeah, we've never seen or heard him again
Hang on.
often than the initial it wasn't, we didn't even see him, like it was just, we assumed it was him.
That's likely.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's
but we
only been a couple of
definitely
days, dude.
We definitely have bigger fish to fry.
I can locate him if he's within 1,000 feet of me. That's all.
This city is
Yes, I know. Way larger.
miles.
Yeah,
We
I
would
tried.
have to really luck out.
I tried to make it the actual size of New York, but at some point the scale sort of broke down.
Do we only hear gunfire and nades, or could we do also see magical explosions or the use of magic?
Make a perception check.
Yeah, and I'm gonna ask as well. Do we see rebellion and revolts? Or
Well, right now you guys are
Like-
standing in front of the gate, right? So you have like a little hole to look through. So you can make a perception check as well to see what exactly you think is going on there. Okay. So Nolan, you were asking like active revolt or you magic, right?
Yeah, I
You were
see
looking,
magic.
yeah. You look down, you peer down in the little field of view you have right now. Is a lot of gunfire and explosions. It's hard to tell magical explosions from regular ones. But then briefly down the street, you see a massive behemoth, a creature clearly built from corpses that just swipes a car, makes it go flying into a building.
We've seen that before.
How far are we from the military complex?
You're
Where my Hallow spell is active.
actually not that far away from it because you were in front of the front gate where you guys left. So that is basically the airlock. You guys were being kept in the airlock that would go to the outside in the Rangers, the Ranger thing. Dario, you were looking for active rebellion. What are you exactly looking for?
Yeah, no, I'm just looking for like Are people looting, plundering, or are they really fighting against whatever's trying to invade the city?
What you spot, and again, you guys are getting very small little details standing outside, right? You spot, you see multiple symbols on people. You see gangs or posses or groups. You see symbols marked in blood on the walls of a building. You see all manner of chants, some of which are abyssal in nature. This entire city has gone Hellraiser. They have dipped their toes in the warp. They are being taken back to their roots of what their souls belong to. And you also see a couple of symbols of Helios, because that also was established. And most of those are crying about being abandoned. Dario, what you with an 18 also see is that there is a distinct lack of something out here. Although the tangle is growing towards the city, you are standing outside of the city of Severn and currently not being assaulted by demons. You look back, and there is someone standing behind you. A silvery humanoid figure wearing a bead of power as an eye. Cassius, you see the thing that beckoned you here before, and you are getting a pressure from this place, standing so close to so many vines of Xena. The pushing into your minds of a presence so powerful, you are very certain that if it wished to do so, it could crush you just where you stand by mental power alone. The golem is standing behind all of you, observing. And Dario, what you can catch with an 18 is that there is a horde, a legion, a endless expanse of demons that are standing a very specific distance away from this golem. They are avoiding it. You see them slavering, you see drool coming from their mouths. All of these little gremlin creatures that were hiding in the buildings when you guys were first sortieing from this place. They are standing, and some of them are being pushed. And the moment one gets pushed a little too far, it's pushed back.
Even the big ones, when we drove outside the city, we saw a very, very big demon, and we avoided it. Like, is that also standing there?
It takes you a moment to focus, but amongst all of these small demons, these flying demons as well, these things that chased you before, you see, in the light of the red sun, you see an outline of shadow where this impossibly large thing is standing, and it is there, also standing at the ready, and sometimes grabbing one of the smaller demons, like one of these birds that almost killed one of the cars, and just snatches it out of the air and throws it at the dome. And it flops and tries to fly, and then one of these Xene brambles just impales it, and it pulls it under the ground. You hear it screaming, and then a muffled screech, and nothing else. And after that, you hear this low, thunderous bass. It's not a voice, it's not a cry. It is just the ground trembles for a moment when this thing rages. As now the golem still simply stands there looking at the city, not even paying mind to every demon on this planet standing ready to raise this city, but not being allowed because of the presence of Xena.
I give the golem a little nod.
It cocks its head, tries to understand the gesture.
The golem is connected to Athena, right?
Very much so.
That's what.
Did I tell you? I told you guys about
And
the
they
whole
work for Athena.
dream sequence meditation, because the golem did say that we would not suffer
golem
interference on our approaches.
I see this, and I also see my comrades are hurt, so I'm going to cast Mask Your Wounds on everyone.
Okay,
We might need it.
very good.
How bright is it outside right now?
The city is bright,
Yes.
so you are being backlit a little bit. But you would still be in dim light here the moment you enter the
The
city,
moment I enter the city. Yeah.
in the shadows of a building, maybe.
The thing is, there's flying demons and
Yeah.
tentacles in the sky, so I'm a little.
Well, they're physically can't get to you right now. There's like a few hundred feet away from you, so
I might just take a little fly up
yeah.
of like 50, maybe 100 feet or something, making
Okay.
sure I'm still well within the secure perimeter so I don't
Yeah.
get snatched from the set side. Just to see if I can like take a look at what's immediately beyond the gate, and specifically because Boris also mentioned it, like, is there a path we can take to the military compound, and is there anything of note that is very significant that's going on in the city, like a large
Okay.
concentration of people fighting back,
Sure.
or maybe a large fire, or just a big threat that we
Mhm.
might need to.
Yep. So make a perception, please.
Yes.
Everybody had the 70 points.
Yeah.
17 heals.
There you.
That doubled my health points.
25. No additional. Not going for the 30 here.
No, yeah, you're right. I should.
I just, here's the battle plan that I've been working on for a month. You can have this a week in advance. Study it well. Motherfucker.
31.
31. Okay.
Thank you for reminding.
That's okay. I was ready
It was
for it.
all, of course, planned because I'm gonna be one psionic die short in the cruise.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I'm bleeding resources. Just keep doing that. Okay. So,
I mean, if we don't get there because I don't spot the big guy who stomps on us, then
exactly. You do see that motherfucker. Okay. So I am going to basically say what I had in mind because I haven't fully fleshed out everything yet. But so if I make mistakes here, I have the ability to retcon because it's getting late and I'm tired as fuck. So, what you can see, you have a tactical mind. You are an infiltration specialist. You are trying to plot something, to be unseen, to assess the situation. You have gone through rowdy neighborhoods before. This is a little different. Active war zones, I don't think you've ever been. But you hope that similar rules apply, right? That's not what you get with the
it's a
30.
bar fight, but like with
with
tentacles and divine beam.
exactly. Yeah, you gotta bring it down to what you know, and that is indeed a cityscape bar fight with eldritch gods and guns.
Just have to know where's the fire, where's the biggest guy, and is the guards showing up anytime?
Yeah, the biggest guy is definitely that massive corpses that is running around. So you want to punch him first. So massive zombie golem. Right, and he's on the main street. He's like maybe a few hundred feet, right? It's great. I'll do my prep for next session. Then, what you also notice in this vicinity, this is close to the barracks. You actually, to your surprise, spot Boris's holy site. Because nothing much more else of the building remains. This was blown to smithereens, but the hallowed ground of Helios does still stand. And you see a lot of people in worship, on their knees. Many symbols of Helios have been painted on the walls here, what remains of what the Ranger compound would have been. Whatever happened, it is likely that it happened first here.
Okay.
But the hallowed ground stands. You quickly surmise, with a 30, I'm not even going to let you guys guess. You see symbols of the four, and they are in factions, and you see that multiple areas of the city have been divided amongst them. There's definitely a gang war going here, but with elder gods instead. And so factions, and they are fighting each other, as well as hundreds of armed dead. Every soldier, every ranger, everyone that has died has come to life again in unlife to defend Kirksaren. You see a massive swath of destruction leads to the center of the city, where in the pit of your stomach you feel this oddness that here, of all places, there is water, a central island, and a spire going up. Except now nothing is frozen. This is an eerie, weird mirror to the Ice Forge and the Valley of Method. So much that it rhymes that it unsettles you. Large portions of the city have been blown open because this city goes as deep as it does high. You see catacombs of hundreds of levels, hundreds of floors, like a dwarven city would have been copied down for as far as you can see, that even your vision now descends into darkness, and you see things moving in those halls. You see machines fighting. You see demons roaming. Demons that have been waiting there for however long, embedded in the stone and metal of this city as it was built atop of a corpse of a world that is now waking up again. And with the 30, I will say that there is a figure walking towards you from the city gate. A tiny little person in this grand scheme of explosions and massive buildings. You see a tiny wayfish girl with pale skin and long white hair walk towards you with an immense grin on her face, her eyes black voids, as she is holding daggers, not in threat, but simply in defense. As you can see, blood is spilled on her, and the dagger is still dripping with viscera, as she has made her way to the entry point of the city to greet you. You see before you, walking still quite a ways away, Litha coming towards you.
I get playback from one of your one-shot characters.
This is her.
Okay.
That is exactly her. That is the exact character. Yeah. She was one of my first characters I ever made for this setting. So.
He had
How long has
his
he been?
daggers looked like null, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
It would be very useful for me to trade them if they are the same.
Can you handle great sword?
Yeah.
Thank you.
That sword is literally her size. Like, she's literally the size of the
But
no.
this is clearly much bigger, so obviously it's worth way more.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I interrupted Dario with the question.
Well, I'm just saying, don't remind us. How long have we been away? Oh, about a month.
Well, yes. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, time skip.
Well, she's reading voice, I'd say. So I just
Yeah.
ask her, how long has this been going on here?
She opens her arm with the daggers still, like these are little flip daggers. She flips them in, and she just opens her arms with a, and her grin is not human. You see it going just a little bit too wide. She's been, you know, keeping appearances, but she will open her arms and laugh and say, and she ignores you mostly, Dario, and looks straight at Nolan. Nolan, the hero, Nolan. And
What
she
are
will
you?
exaggeratedly curtsy, and her limbs just going a little too far. You, my friend, and she keeps walking at a pace, and she will stop right in front of you.
Try to inch in a bit,
Sure.
cover off no one.
She notices you, but she doesn't care. You have performed beyond my wildest dreams.
You said to ramble up stuff? Well, we did.
Indeed you did. And
I
you,
absolutely did not forget to turn off the cell phone.
I don't care. Whatever you did, it worked. And even if it wasn't your intent, I am grateful. And you, holy man, I thought what you were doing in that lobby was preposterous, but my dear, dear, dear boy, you've brought quite a bit of spice to all of it.
What manner of creature are you?
Good question.
We knew, right?
Yeah,
We knew that she was
We presently
somehow
showed
dead, but like evolved at that time.
From our
Yeah, no, I think it was.
You saw her walk into the Imperial plane.
Yeah.
Reanimated by
But we-
Glycerin, my loosened from his grasp or something.
Yes.
like that.
Yeah.
Because
Something
I
like
can
that.
also walk in the ethereal plane, and I'm still a human being.
I can also walk
I-
in the ethereal plane.
Oh wow, moet we zeggen wie dat meende?
Yeah,
Dwarf, but you're not a human, are you? You're a dwarf.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is a human-only discussion.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
How racist. Come on, Dario, we're out of here.
Dario can pass. Dario can pass. He just needs to put on a hat.
Yeah, he's one of the good ones.
And that's where the stream will end today. Thank you. Forever, actually. This channel is done. No, so Litha will just smile, and for a moment, her eyes go normal. Her smile returns. And she becomes really innocent for a moment, these big wide eyes. Oh, but I am but a humble farmer's daughter. I just caught up in things. What I am is a good question, and one I don't really have an answer to. As I've stated before, I've had a run-in with certain unfortunate people, and I have been placed in a position not unlike some others. I'm not unique, you know. Perhaps uniquely dangerous, but this, my, well, let's still call it life's work, is to see Kirkseren suffer. And I don't care how many other creatures or beings need to suffer for it. You, however, have far, far exceeded my expectations. He has been driven into a corner. I wouldn't have quite done it this way. I would have preferred a knife in the back somehow, even though with a wizard like that, and she eyes Nolan again, don't think that was ever really a possibility.
I can be sneaky if I want to.
Sorry, I
Not
didn't.
like Cassius. So
Where lie your allegiance?
Allegiances. Come, yes, of course you would speak allegiances. Does that really matter? What are you here for? Why have you returned to this city? Tell me.
To see the end of Kirkserin.
There we are.
But he is far too powerful.
I
His
agree.
powers are connected. And I point at the pillar. He draws them from the pillar. As long as that thing is standing, I assume it will be unbeatable.
Exactly. And to put no finer point to it, either he wins, or and she looks up to the continuous battering of monstrous tentacles breaking down into the dome. And she will also look at the golem for a second and just give her a saunter, a jaunty little wave. No response from the golem. I do wonder how long this one can hold back whatever's out there. I'll be honest. Even if it means tormenting Kirksaren for another couple of centuries, I would rather run if the vines start disappearing. Well, I could tell that you are awfully unprepared for this. So, welcome, Chaos. But I can be your guide, if we can all trust each other. Again, there is no reason for us to have any animosity, any second guessing of this alliance. I quite literally, I will submit to your interrogations, questions, your insight. I will even testify under magic. My only purpose in life is to end Kirksaren in the most painful, horrendous way that he can know of his failure every moment before the end.
That's a noble goal. I don't think we have time for distrust.
Do I remember Lita ever entering the hallowed ground of the base?
No.
Did she react to it a certain way?
As far as you know, she's been avoidant of that sort of magic. She doesn't seem to have a... She only breathes when she needs to talk.
I suggest we move over to where we rested up before.
Oh,
Make
no,
our
no,
battle
no.
plan there.
No, 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 no.
That's the only condition I said.
That's going to be awkward.
You know why?
Oh, please. Yes, you're the holy man who put hallowed ground. Yes, I am the dead girl. Sure. That's not what I'm talking about. I am talking about the fact that you have a fan club there. They might be bothersome. They might give you away. I still propose some modicum of stealth.
The idea of the area was to keep souls and people safe from the madness that's been going on.
Yes, good. And it's
And
done
it's
that.
Doing that. It's doing that. It's not done that. It's doing that. Let me work. And I.
Fine. If you wish to go there, if I set off a few things and make everyone run for their lives so we can be alone, would you consider that an evil act?
Yes.
Darn. Very well. Meet your fan club.
Cassius gives her a look that says, "Do you see what I have to do?"
Yeah.
Boris,
Yeah. Just eye rolls.
Boris, if I may ask, what do you seek to find over there?
The hallowed grounds of the freed gods, with the power of the sun at the beginning, to bring peace in this area of chaos. I think that's the only way.
We didn't think.
I'm sorry.
With respect, look around us.
Yeah, they really
Yeah.
think we
There is
can.
peace to bring here. I think we kill Kuxerian, and that is as much peace as we can bring here.
I want
I
to
think-
save as many souls as I still can here. I need to expand it out with whatever that we have available.
Excuse me, sorry. Awakened.
You're not privy to this conversation?
I-
Rude?
I do apologize. Awakened God?
Freed from his chains.
Oh. Is that why he buggered off then?
Yes. Exactly. Debatable. Let's do my work.
I
I don't
Yeah.
pretend to understand what you do.
Mostly murder. Murder infiltration.
He hears a voice in his head that says, "I'm not sure, but yes, I do think that's why you are."
Well, regardless, maybe. Oh. You can still do Heliosy things, yes?
I cast light in my hand.
Ah. So. You might be the last one then. There was a moment where people were doing all kinds of sickeningly holy things. Not anymore. So there might be a point of jealousy. So do be careful with that little fan club of yours. Still want to go?
If it's out of character. De enige plan dat ik had was om gewoon naar de holy place te gaan, even te regroupen, zien wat we daar kunnen krijgen, of dat ik iets van de station op beneden kan trekken om een stage
Mhm.
te creëren.
En dat is zeker een mogelijkheid. It's all
Or is it
possible,
really
baby.
it's
The dice will.
Evil crazy, I move my arms and legs and I'm the mouth of sorrow.
Yeah.
Yes, her point was
Thing is-
that if we go there, there's a ton of followers of you/Helios there, so like it's not gonna be stealthily. If
We'll
we
have a
go
crowd.
there. So like people, including Kixarian, are gonna know that we're there.
We dropped in on his fucking doorstep, unannounced.
He knows you're here.
Just
Kirksaren knows you're here.
just
He
cast us out
threw
with
you
his intimate
away. Yeah.
Stealth. Anyhow you turn it out of the window, for as
Yes.
far as I know.
Okay. I'm also
Yes,
very
still.
intrigued with the fact that there were other people doing Helios magic here up until a certain point, and then there were.
Oh yes,
Or
definitely.
now they're no longer.
Thing is, we can try and go there. We just have to, well, realize that we don't have a lot of time to do whatever we want to do there.
I'm the only admin still allowed to log into the system, by the way. So
Listen, it's very simple. Things have been
just
going
out of
on.
character.
Oh no, if she's listening, you're all here. This is DM Fiat. You have conversation. She's here. The NPC is listening. Very simple. This has been going on a while, but clearly you have kicked off certain things. As you might notice, and she points towards the dome, you see the central spire is like whoa, 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 starting to pulse. You really did piss him off. So now, as far as I'm concerned, I could hide you. It won't be 100% safe, because, you know. But if you want to have the grand entrance and be the Messiah, then by all means, it might go well. It might end in a lynching. Regardless, it was a pleasure working with you. So, your call.
I made my case.
Well, me as a player really wants you to be Jesus because I will be very annoyed by it. But Cassius is like, we should be stealthy about this while we still can.
And Dario is like, you should just get out of this planet as fast as possible. This shit is going
How
to
would
be
you-
fine.
I wouldn't mind going to a save page first and see what we want to do.
Yeah.
I mean, my
I have
hit points
no
now
idea
they
what we
say-
should do.
Now they say 33.
I love that we have the full range of possible human emotion here. So
Yeah.
we should hide too. We should go open too. I don't care, let it all die. Let's go home.
But I still have a spell I could do to potentially gather information. But I'm not sure if people would be communicating with each other through arcane means, or they would just be using these devices.
Well,
And DM, would I know if I could be able to pick up the communication of these devices by casting?
I would say the devices are not magical in nature.
Okay.
However, I'll just give you this one for free. You might be able to intercept thought communication between people who are now channeling the four, like warlocky things.
Yeah. I'm more interested in knowing. But I could try something, and maybe I find information on where Sixerin is, or potential easy way through the city.
Well,
Or
then,
just get my head slammed with thousands of voices and figure out just nothing.
okay, well,
Sucks.
whatever you want to do, maybe just, well, do it when Boris is trying to do his thing.
I would only do it in a safe space because it takes a while,
Yeah.
and I have to be immobile.
Yeah, we need a choice. Who wants to do what? Because it's taking long for ages.
Well, as Dario said on the planet, he's kind of looking to Boris to see what he's going to do with Helios. So he agrees to give it a shot, just not for too long. If you have a crowd, we can just, well, let him piss off.
The whole Dragon God thing, was it also live streamed? Do people here know of Tormodon, or is there anyone signing Tormodon marks? Is there following there?
Do I have my own gang? Or does only
well,
Boris get a gang?
As you remember, you made that
The
armor.
forging of the.
And with that, because that's not just the Lovecraftian horror gods work this way, you manifested a symbol, a holy symbol of Tormodon.
Oh my god. What
Yeah.
do you do?
Yes, thank you
Right.
so much. This is again like player agency. I let you into a little petri dish that was kept away from everything
And then we
for
discuss
thousands of
open
years.
stuff.
This is the bubble boy syndrome, right? These immune compromised people, but then with religion and magic.
Heel die discussie over poppen and introducing dangerous stuff into vulnerable ecosystems. And the DM is sitting there, that's what you did.
Yeah,
There was
but
a
not
table
our
of nice
place, so we don't
ecosystems
care.
that introduce all these weird stuff with no natural predators.
And you know what? Go and look at the title of the stream right now. Go to
I
my
already
channel.
saw it.
You already saw it.
I
You
already saw it.
yeah. Go and see. I want to see you guys' live reaction. We're pausing the session. I want. This is the title I used when we started before all of this bullshit started.
On YouTube, and then of Princess season.
No, also Griffith season in the channel.
Also, Great
Yeah.
Super.
Well,
Great.
or just link it. Somebody link it in the chat.
City.
The city.
With that YouTube.
That's what YouTube proposes me, man.
Ja, dat is basis van wat je krijgt.
whatever.
That does remind me, like, are we. There's vines close by here, right?
There's what? Sorry.
There are vines.
Yeah. They're bigger than roads.
Like, is there a smaller one? And do I get a sense that I could maybe, like, snip a little thing off and place
Ooh.
it in a potted plant?
Ooh.
Did I?
Oh,
I-
nee.
That's dangerous.
Hey,
I'm asking if I could, not saying that I would.
you could, and if you want, you can, because there's little ones. You know what I'll say? Just by you thinking this, just having the consideration, you see a little vine sprout imperceptibly next to your shoe. Like, just you could, with a high enough stealth roll, just pick that up, and it offers itself to you.
I don't have so many stealth
I'm
rolls
not-
of any confidence.
I have a you would never know.
I did see you. I did see you back in the. I'm willing to skill check this.
You would, but you don't know that you need to make a perception roll. At this
No, it
point.
would be passive. It would be
And
passive.
I always roll higher than your.
19.
The lowest I can roll on a sleight of hand check is 23.
Yeah, because he's got the
That's
gloves.
a critical failure.
I have
Yeah,
there are no critical failures. I have an 11 guaranteed on
The
my
one is still a one.
Yeah,
No, it's a 10 for me.
Uh,
It's reliable talent.
yeah.
And also
It's
there are
got
no
it's got the
critical
the
failures on
thing
skill
he can never fail. He can never fail
Uh,
critically because
check.
he's
But I'm not.
yeah.
I'm not going to do it. I have the
Okay.
option to not
You
do
have-
it, right? 'Cause
No,
the
yeah,
thing
no,
is not-
you have free will. You are allowed free will from
Yeah.
Xena still.
My man, if you start typing now, I know what you're up to. That's all I'm saying.
I'm saying, as a player, it would be very fun.
Yes, I know.
Sometimes you have to listen to that little voice. Yeah,
Cool.
that's why I pressed the red button.
that little voice that goes, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it.
There's also something in my head that says, getting vines close to Kirksering that can explode and destroy him inside the dome, maybe not so bad, but oh well.
There's also a voice in my head going, see, you did tell Boris, like, don't do the blessing because you'll start a religion. And he was like, I'm not going to start a religion. And well, look at where we are now.
There's Stormadon flags as well. Who was there for making the armor?
That's
Was
true.
it you?
I mean, in the grand scheme of
I
things,
never said I wasn't starting a religion.
these things kind of seems redundant.
This is, by the way,
Okay.
I never considered, but looking at this picture in front of me, this is what a D&D party does. Was a beautifully pristine city, and now there's, yeah,
We showed up here going, yeah, guys, we did it. We saved the city.
1 month later.
Can I
Be
make
like-
one note? Do you see how bright the sun on the right up side of the screen is?
Yes.
Who did that?
I'm sure the people dying and throwing up demon gang signs are very happy with it.
And where are the people not dying? Inside the
You're
hollow.
standing-
It's
you're
doing
standing
exactly
idly.
what I intended.
You should be moving.
Yeah. So,
So what are we doing? Hello? No hello?
Hello.
Yeah.
Sure. Hello. Yeah.
you're all agreed? Good, then I have a thing to prep. So yeah. Litha will shrug and her shoulders sag and say, all right. I will accompany you and defend you as much as I can. This might get a little awkward. But, and she turns to the rest of the group except for Boris, she like turns her back to him. But of course, you are not as involved, and she like waves to Gord, and you have some very strong opinions among the ones that at the forge. But they've mostly been battling demon robots, so you know. Regardless.
Just say that demons are extension of logic.
I don't know what that word means, but get it? But
You said something about demon robot armies there.
yeah. Well, the demons were kept in the
You
robots.
also spoke of the ice forge. You were never there. What do you know?
Did she?
She said the forge. The forge, what I got.
The forge, yeah,
The
where,
tower over
yeah,
the forge.
an actual- there are forges.
That's the Gord gang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's
Good gang.
yeah, the
Hello.
the Torma gang.
Why can't you allow me my own thing, Gord? Why?
Yeah, I've
Always
got one
want
too.
The shiny stuff I get.
Stop. Listen, Boris, where's the fun if there's only one religion, right?
Not religion. I can also walk into your plane. I can also quickly.
And honestly, I should
Never
caution
satisfied
you.
that man.
Hey, listen. We can all agree and be happy. There's one thing Boris is never going to be able to do. It's walk more than 25 feet.
Damn you. I'm already insecure about that.
Okay, this is escalating. Oh my god.
Uh,
One weakness.
oh, oh,
Just walk a
oh.
little fast, guys. You'll never gain on us.
Ja, literally.
5 feet per ronde, dat
Oh.
is zo traag dat je weg
Yeah. Oh, he's got a sword. Watch out. Oh.
Just keep walking briskly.
Oh, that's so awful. That's so awful. You're gonna have to toss me. But yeah. So I will say, Mr. Tormodon, and she like points at Calendula, and like Calendula almost like snaps at her finger. That one might garner you quite a bit of attention if you manage to get to the forges. But I'll have to clarify. When I say demon robots, I quite mean literally. Some of the experiments that were done way back when, deep in the lower levels of the city, involved powering automatons with demons' souls. And those experiments were sequestered, and they aren't anymore. And rumor has it, in the last 2 weeks or so, they have started making their own. So,
That's not a good sign.
I can just say. Yeah, they were building something. I haven't really bothered to check because I've been busy. So yeah. Anyway, let's let's go to church. And you all enter the city of Severn towards a holy site of Helios. Welcome back. And that's where we will pick up next time. You can all plan and scheme as to how exactly this is gonna go. And yeah, that's where I'll also end the stream, and where I am going to promptly collapse into a tiny little pile